pick up where I left off and just do a little video of her, because we got some great licking and chewing. So I had this great session in the round pen, then this thing happened. Man, so many licks and chews. That's interesting, fascinating. She's just started doing that in the last few days. I think I got a layer off, in a good way. So anyway, she reacted to that the way a foal would, and I have to give her some credit that one, she didn't blow up, and two, she has in the past, she's been wanting to do a classic foal thing and kind of smush me a little bit. That's what foals do. They're looking for the security of their mom. And obviously it's dangerous to do when at my height. So anyway, she was great that she didn't totally leave me, and she didn't try to smush me. So I gotta give her points for that, because I think her fear there was legitimate. It was, what that mare did was it was scary, especially if you're full. And I've actually watched how she is with this mare over here. You probably can't quite see her in her stall. And when this mare over here can be, she really relies on the little baby to keep her feeling safe and calm. But at the same time, she also pins her ears at the baby. And I've watched the baby really, because the baby is by far the one with the more confident, secure temperament. And I've watched the baby really yawn it out when this other one goes after her. So anyway, I know that that's in there. She has a spot in her where she really respects the other horses. So she had that little fright. And then there was a big, I was leading her back. I was trying to help her calm down. She had a big fright about the quad, because her energy was still up. And one thing I have to remember about a young horse is that their emotional regulation isn't going to be the way it would be with an adult, and that she won't always feel like that. And actually she did pretty good, really, considering. I don't think it was and the other thing was, we were at the end of the round, the walk and stuff, so she's already been out for half an hour, 45 minutes in her little, I'd say 40 minutes. They only have so much attention span. So anyway, then I took her back to the round pen, got her to calm down fairly quickly in there. And the nice thing about the round pen is you can just wait it out and not be very demanding about it at all. Got some good stuff in there. I liked that previously when she's felt like this, there's been some animosity between her and me, and there wasn't any of that today. And then I brought her back here to her stall. She walked back really good, especially considering it was feeding time. And I've been trying to brush her afterward, because I think it feels kind of nice, I hope. And so I brushed her, and just trying to spend a few minutes with her. That's part of why I decided to make the vlog. So she got all brushed. She's waiting for her lunch. I think that's why she's kind of wandering around looking for food. But then you saw all these interesting yawns. There's another one. So she was holding on to something that she's working through. And it's interesting because Wyatt did something like this the other day, where he's really holding on to something. And then I went back and worked with him a few minutes at the before I went to leave, and then he literally just fell asleep in his stall. So I was thinking I might get her out a second time, but now I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna let her soak, because she's just I brought her back here because I knew that was at the end of her rope. I couldn't ask her fairly to do anything more, just given that she's only a year old. And so I guess my footnote of all this is I really don't want what happened today to become a pattern, because that has been something that's happened. I'm not going to say it's happened maybe 3 times in a month. It's maybe once a week where I've had to go take her back to the round pen and then kind of put her away before I was ready. But before I could go, because what I would have liked to have done is take her for another walk, and I just felt like she couldn't get through that. The other horses were kind of calling. There's somebody making quite a bit of noise, 2 people making quite a bit of noise. It is feeding time, so I didn't want her to have to go through all that. So anyway, maybe I'm gonna stew about that, because I'm gonna go work with another horse and I need to clean this stall. But sure, I'm thinking about getting her out again, but then I really love these licks and chews, so I'm gonna give her at least an hour and a half. Then I might just take her and for a real little slight walk around the block here. We'll see what happens. Anyway, just super interesting. Really interesting to watch her calm down. I feel like now is a good time to leave her because she's kind of worked through all those yawns. That was a lot of yawns, and she's just started the yawning thing in the last week. So getting through some worries that she clearly has had, just little baby horse worries.